Morning. I woke up this morning to a couple pieces of news that really bother me, considering pretty much everything about this current administration bothers me. First article was that Republicans in Congress have put together a little dossier that they sent to the Department of Justice, wanting essentially the revocation of every pardon situation that Biden signed off on. Now, granted, some of them I don't agree with, but considering that our current president pardoned the insurrectionists that attacked our U.S. Capitol because he didn't agree with the election results, we have just stepped into fully going into a Politburo run administration instead of a congressional one. We have ICE acting like the brown shirts of 1930s Germany. We have a Congress acting like a Politburo instead of an elected Congress. And we have a leader that done what he said that he was going to do. He said that he wanted to be a dictator. Everybody laughed it off. Looking at his actions, yeah, he did follow through on that campaign promise. The second thing that I noticed in the news this morning when I woke up was facial recognition for all non-citizens at all U.S. inbound airports. Here's the problem. We already know that it's not just going to be used against foreigners. It's going to eventually, if not the minute that it comes online, will be used for anybody that they deem a possible threat to their run in leadership. We know the old adage, those who forget history are doomed to repeat it. Problem is he didn't forget history. He just lauds it. The last time he was in office, he said that he admired people like Kim Jong-il and Putin and Xi and all the rest of these people. And when he ran this time, he said he wanted to be a dictator. And people, oh, he's just talking. But if we see everything that he has done since assuming office, and we're not even going to talk about the grand ballroom or the paving over of the Rose Garden, but we're looking at things like upholding somebody like Charlie Kirk, who said a lot of hateful and non-Christian things while claiming to be a Christian. He's installed a think tank of Christian nationalists, and yes, I'm going to say this right here, Christian Nazis. They aren't Christians, and nationalist is just short term for nationalist. And if you go back and you look at where the term Nazi comes from, you will be able to see that it's not wrong to call them a Nazi, because that's what Nazis were, nationalists. It's right in their political party name. We see what he's done with the ethnic cleansing in this country of anybody that has melanin in their skin, no matter how they're here, whether they were born here or not. He's going after political opponents. He's advocated political assassination and imprisonment of those that disagree with him. He's forced top leadership positions in the military out. He's subverted the ability of the press to actually do their jobs. And I'm just going to call it out like it is. The man is a dictator. We've officially joined into what could be truly called the Fourth Reich. He's followed the playbook of every dictator in history. And nobody seems to want to stop him that has been elected and is to do so. The Supreme Court has pretty much handed him everything that he's ever wanted. He's already talking about changing the Constitution or defying the Constitution for another term, which he can't do. He's violated due process, not only of immigrants, but of pretty much anybody that's disagreed with him in when he can do it. He's attacking sovereign nations and said that he doesn't need to declare war. He's just going to go kill people. Yeah, that's a dictator. For you people whose tinfoil and red hats are still a little too tight on your head, loosen them a little bit. Get some oxygen up there to your brain. We have officially become what we used to fight. We used to fight Hitler and Mussolini and Hirohito in World War II because they're doing the same things that our government is now doing and being applauded for by people in this country. He's rolling back all the advances, trying to roll back all the advances made of the black community. They're attacking voting rights again. They're trying to reset Jim Crow. We've already done this with the Latino population before, multiple times. If you don't believe me, look up Operation Wetback. This is not the country I wanted my children to grow up in, and now my grandchildren. We weren't perfect. We had a lot of way to go to fix a lot of the wrongs that we have committed, and we were on the process of trying to do that. This man said he wanted to take us back to the Gilded Age. I guess most people, which they applauded because gilded generally means gold, but if you look back at the Gilded Age, it was the worst socioeconomic time ever in this country. Jim Crow was in full force. Women barely had any rights. And it was the time that encompassed the Great Depression. Well, another campaign promise. He did take us back to the Gilded Age. What I find appalling is that nobody in an elected position in Congress has the balls to stop things, which is their job. He allowed unauthorized people into governmental offices, and we saw what that created. I can officially say that this is not the America that I know, grew up in, or loved. We have become what we used to despise. We have forgotten every value that we have earned over the years. And yes, like I said, we had dark points in history. But it's going to get a lot darker than it used to be. Except for the whole slavery thing, which, to be perfectly honest, under this administration wouldn't surprise me if they bring it back. That's today's take.